The EXOGEN ultrasound bone healing system is the only FDA-approved bone healing device for the acceleration of certain fresh fractures and non-unions. It has a high level of clinical evidence and is effective in the presence of certain comorbidities that are known to negatively impact the fracture healing process. The EXOGEN system consists of a main operating unit and a transducer, which couples to the skin through a gel medium. A once-daily 20-minute treatment regimen has proven to significantly accelerate the fracture healing process for indicated fresh fractures and has been shown to be effective in resolving non-union fractures. The EXOGEN device produces low-intensity pulsed ultrasound from a transducer that is placed in contact with the skin and strapped over the fracture site, or placed in a holder built into a plaster cast. In the earliest inflammation stage of healing, cells migrate into the injury site. New blood vessel formation occurs, known as angiogenesis. During the soft callus phase, a fibrous matrix forms. After the soft callus forms, the cartilage and fibrovascular tissue mineralizes by the process of endochondral ossification, contributing to the formation of the hard callus. At this stage, the fracture is healed and remodeling of the bone occurs naturally. Now we will look at a single cell on the bone fracture surface. The EXOGEN signal stimulates cartilage and bone-forming cells called chondrocytes and osteoblasts. EXOGEN ultrasound increases the level of naturally occurring factors. These include VEGF and IGF-1, key growth factors responsible for new blood vessel formation at the fracture. We can see these factors being released from cells that act locally to accelerate activity of the fracture repair cells and also to recruit new cells to help in the fracture healing process. The EXOGEN signal also increases the levels of BMP2, BMP4, BMP6, and BMP7, which drive further beneficial formation of chondrocytes and osteoblasts and are essential for the creation of new bone. EXOGEN ultrasound also stimulates the production of alkaline phosphatase, MMP13, collagen type 10, COX-2, and prostaglandin E2. All factors important for endochondral ossification. By increasing this broad range of factors we can see being released from cells at the fracture surface, EXOGEN ultrasound helps the body to accelerate the entire fracture repair process by stimulating a clear biological response at the cellular level. Looking at the cellular level, EXOGEN ultrasound waves are detected by integrins, a family of mechanoreceptors on the surface of a wide range of cells important for fracture healing. These integrins link movement outside the cell to signaling into the cell's nucleus to produce the proteins and growth factors key for fracture healing. As the ultrasound pressure waves passes over the cells, it causes nanomotion of the cellular matrix. This nanomotion causes integrins to cluster. As we look inside the cell, activation of the clustering integrins results in the formation of focal adhesions and the reorganization of the cell's internal cytoskeleton, which we can see occurring in this cell. These activation events anchor these cells to the fracture matrix and initiate multiple signaling pathways. Activation and clustering of integrins causes phosphorylation of bound proteins, then intracellular pathways. Proteins are then transported into the nucleus. Activated cell proteins initiate the synthesis of messenger RNAs. These EXOGEN ultrasound activated pathways have been shown to produce COX-2 at the gene and protein level. COX-2 is a rate-limiting enzyme that catalyzes the production and release of PGE2, which has been shown to drive the fracture mineralization process. We can see PGE2 being produced and released. In this way, cells directly stimulated by the EXOGEN signal create a biological cascade that extends to neighboring cells, helping stimulate and heal the entire fracture site. In summary, the ultrasound waves pass through and around the bone, treating superficial and deep fractures just as effectively. The effects of EXOGEN ultrasound can be traced from the clinic to the activation of integrins on a single cell to the production of key factors such as COX-2, PGE2, and BMPs that accelerate fracture healing. The EXOGEN signal accelerates the entire fracture healing process, from new blood vessel formation through to the mineralization of bone. Simply stated, a daily 20-minute EXOGEN treatment may help patients return to normal activity faster.